Welcome back into Gran Turismo 7 after about 3 weeks since our last race day. Here for Bathurst now at Mount Panorama. We'll go through the grid one last time for those of you who missed it from qualifying on Wednesday and Thursday. All of the other settings are the same. The only real difference, so before we get into the grid, obviously, since this is only a 12-hour race, our variable time speed rate is 6x instead of 12. Now we can get into the grid. That's the only real difference. Starting off the LMP2s, Caleb, he takes pole position. He will get a point for that. Squid is in second. Pat third. Jeff fourth. Evo fifth. Jordan sixth. Lucas seventh. Ash, she's in eighth. Dr. Jordan, Dr. Jordo is in ninth in her LMP2, the Less Oil Machine. And then myself, after a very abysmal qualifying performance, we are in 10th. Moving on to the GTDs, Ash once again gets pole. 2 races in a row. Evo then comes in second. Jordan third. Caleb fourth. Dr. Jordan fifth. A good showing for Rexy and for Caleb in the GTDs, who were 10 and 9 after qualifying. And then we have Squid, Lucas, Pat, Jeff, and then my McLaren. Just a bad overall weekend qualifying for me. We can now get down to Bathurst, as we will be starting under the cover of darkness, as this race does in real life. Not settings. Car settings. I think I'm gonna start on mediums. I think that's the plan. And well, let's get down there. These cars aren't really meant to be at this track. We are underway 2 hours from Bathurst as we are in Hell Corner and everybody is braking early. And then everybody's off. This Nissan Nismo not exactly meant for this track. Not great here. None of these LMP2s are really great here. Because the Less Oil Machine is already pulling away from us, coming to Solomon Park. We are pulling away from Ash's GTD. For now. At least until we get into the S's, which I knew that would happen. And we're gonna have to rely on mistakes from the cars in front of us. We enter the chase. Famously where Evo had issues yesterday. One lap in. Nothing's really changed on the leaderboard from the looks of it. I'm actually gonna set the fastest lap of all people at 2:10. Just barely save it from hitting the wall there as we now enter into the S's. And we're going quick, but this car just not able to do anything through most of this course. As Evo has to pit. Well, it looks like he took some damage. We will, as well as Lucas. We might have a couple friends. Or we leave them behind for a little bit. We're able to get 2 free spots up into 8th. Yeah, Evo with some interesting pit strategy again. At least he didn't fly through the corner at the chase in a life-altering accident. The gap to Jordo to just about 10 seconds. She's just now leaving Hell Corner. We won't be able to pick her off quite yet. I mean, but we'll at least have her in sight. 4.5 laps of fuel remaining. And what did Decker do today, by the way? Yeah, this is a this one, Bathurst is a pit fest because a lot of these cars will pit just with any little amount of damage. Oh, Jesus Christ. already starting to see, oh no, that's green. That's green. I'm just colorblind. How low can we get that interval to Jordo? That's the better question, is how low are we going to be able to keep it? .7. I don't think it's going to get much higher than that. Good. Be able to keep sight of her. Oh, Jesus Christ. We are now about to be 10 minutes gone. We see Lucas behind us, and we're gonna just keep working on reeling in that less oil machine for now. Keep the lead to or the gap to 5 seconds. Lucas is behind us. I mean, we have the straight line speed. We just don't have anything else here. I'm afraid of how big that gap to Ash is going to be when we do finally here. We crawl around Hell Corner. That's not going to help us out. Well, we're gonna have to pit anyway. Probably at the end of this lap. And then we have Lucas just ram us as we're going into the S's. As Caleb's gonna pit. Yeah, you know what, Lucas? That's a little payback. I will have no issue just forcing you off to the side of the track for a minute there. That was an unnecessary. Have a minute to refuel. Get some new tires on there, get some faster tires. As AI Ash must be a little sleepy, because Lucas's GTD has taken first in that class. Right now, through 16 minutes, your top three are Squid, Pat, and Jeff. And then in your GTDs, it's Lucas and Jordan. As we are coming to blue flags. Oh no, it's Evo's Subaru. Evo who started P2 in GTDs as we're stuck behind two GTDs. Evo and Squid. Oh god, stay down there, Squid. We're gonna fly by those and let Lucas be stuck behind them. As Evo has dropped anchor already. And then I see my McLaren, who is not having a good race. Just narrowly avoid catastrophe amongst the Team Turbo Yoda cars. we are 6 seconds behind Jordan here. As Ash, her LMP2 is up into P3. She is having to pit. I see a red Ferrari, Millennial Min Cape Ferrari in front of me. As we enter the chase. He stays down there. Thank you, my friend. So I am now 4 seconds behind Jordan. We see him up in the distance. As we have passed Ash's LMP2, she had to pit, and she apparently her pit crew sucks. Now Pat pits. See another GTD. Now, this is the worst place coming into the S's with that glare. When the sun. The worst possible time we could be coming up on these GTDs. At his GTD all the way up into 15th. It's doing just enough to keep me. I'm chasing down Jordan. As the less oil machine will have to pit, so we'll get another free position up into P6. Obviously, we're gonna have to throw those away here soon. There's Ash's LMP2 right back there. The Lucas in tow. I think we see Ash's GTD up in front of me. No, that's gonna be Rexy. I have Ash right on my tail. This is a little off-putting. Yep. As Rexy pushes me sideways down in, I am just in a group of GTDs, and we have problems. I have Ash in front of me. She's racing Jordo for P11, or for P12, I'm sorry. As I get rammed by Jordan as he enters pit. Of course. Jesus Christ on a cracker. Oh man. Everything that could go wrong is starting to go wrong. Thankfully, we won't lose everything. As Ash's GTD is now back into first. Evo's not going to be able to catch up to us. 44 seconds back. I'll make it 18. We've gotten out of pit road. I have a GTD here. I have a GTD that is going 90 miles an hour in front of me. That almost just brake checks me. Yeah, good luck with that one, Evo. Because we're a full minute 40 behind, minute 44 behind. Squid in the lead right now, 43. The thing is like we haven't even been able to do anything in terms of like intentional fuel conservation because we've been having to push this entire way just to stay in this race. Because we have finally caught up to the LMP2. Well, that's why Jordo's LMP2 is being held up by Rexy, who Rexy's in P12. I'm just gonna try and sneak by here. No, never mind. Rexy blocking me off for her LMP2 counterpart. Because Lucas is gonna go to pit, and thank you. Make the easy pass there. I believe ahead is Ash's GTD. Yeah, at some point. The GTD's by Ash. Thank you for just going into pit for me, making my life easier. We don't need to mess up each other's races here. As I am now a full 31 seconds behind Ash's LMP2 for P6. Right. I have to pause to do that one. Nope, because I'm going to do it myself again. That same spot, well, I can't even call it the same spot because I've had a couple different ones. We're going to try... Caleb's gonna drop into pit. If I can make it work for one lap. As Lucas's LMP2 is now behind me, as is Jordo's. I can make this work for just one lap. Do pass the 30-minute mark, by the way. Our leader's still Squid Pat Jeff. Ah, no, those are not good at all. As this is why I wanted to make it one last lap, because I could drop into pit box. Go change tires. We're still 50% fuel. So... because, I mean, the softs are fast. I just don't know if they're really worth having to come in every 4 laps for. I'm guessing we're gonna be having a race with Evo out of box. And who is this in front of me? I'm officially a lap down. That is Squid's car. fitting way to give way to a blue car. We're just gonna, or to a blue flag. We're just gonna fly right off track. How perfect. As this Nissan just can't do it here. Evo's car is gonna block Squid, then it's gonna block me as we enter the S's. Like I said, this is one of the objectively worst places. Evo's car actually bumped Squid, by the way. We now see my McLaren. Is my McLaren gonna set a block for me? No, that's actually Squid's car that sets a block for me. So we're gonna at least get our lap back for now. We have a yellow flag somewhere. I don't know where. Squid has to enter pit. Fly past Jordo. And both of the Jordans, I would say working as a team, but there's a solid second between them. Is my McLaren holding up Jordan? Thanks, me. Caleb's Mustang now. We haven't seen Caleb's GTD at all. I mean, he eventually did fall off P1, or not GTD, LMP2 really at all. Fly by him. All of a sudden we're putting a decent little stint together for now, with some help of some lap cars. As we have to avoid track limits just to save ourselves from greening to oblivion. Ash is going to go pit with 4% fuel. Her LMP2 is doing it. I'm going to get a free pass on Lucas. Who is this in front of me? Oh, speaking of, we see Caleb's LMP2. He's in fourth, 22 seconds ahead. Now we're just about to have a little race by ourselves as we try and it's kind of I don't even know if I can say cut into a deficit and just build our spot here in P5. Nissan doesn't want to break there. Jordan's LMP2 may have had some problems with Ash or Jordo. Yeah. Pat, he's gonna pit. I just yelled Evo. I was wondering if that's where that was going. Our gap to the leader now a minute 29. Make it a minute 12. As we see Rexy in front of us. Bad place to see lapped cars. We have another lapped car all the way up ahead of us entering the chase. It is Rexy. She's 12th right now. We're gonna have to go off track because Dr. Jordan couldn't pick a lane there. I believe that is Ash all the way up. She is still sitting P11. And we catch a curb. We touch grass. Is Ash gonna go down pit road? Yes. Haven't had to have any real interactions with Ash's GTD is the only one I have not had to have any interactions with, really. As Jordo, she's gonna pit on 2% fuel. Squid is gonna pit on. Oh, Squid has damage. Oh my, this race is actually starting to turn around a little bit. Get interesting. The only time the AI pit that early in a stint. 69% fuel for Squid. He had to have got caught up with a back marker somewhere. That's gonna drop him all the way into P3. I don't know how far of a gap P3 is. Because our lead for our gap to the leader for the first time is under a minute. Jeff is 43 seconds ahead of us. will be our final lap on this stint. Caleb 12 seconds ahead, Ash 45 behind. Evo's GTD in my way. No longer in my way. The GTDs are not making it easy for me. Just picking a spot in middle lane. Evo's GTD, by the way, worth noting, started P2 in that class. They are all the way down to DFL P10. As Lucas picks up some damage. That should mean that as long as I don't really fuck on this final half of this lap on this stint, Squid is gonna pit again at 89% fuel. Oh my. A second incident for Squid. We have to refuel. Unfortunately, I mean, we could probably limp this home around. We're gonna go hards. We're gonna see if we can get two fuel stints out of hards. As Squid is gonna drop all the way into P4. Squid, who has been in the top 3 all race, has the fastest lap at this moment in time. Here, not quite an hour. Well, actually, an hour and 12 and change to go. Just past an hour 13 left. Squid is plummeting. We intentionally go onto hards to see if we can get 2 stints, but the problem is now Squid is 45 seconds ahead of us. And Ash is going to assume her LMP2's on faster tires. Entering Solomon Park. Now into the S's. Our only real hope is that maybe this strategy of intentionally going on to hards will we're gonna have to once again negotiate Evo. We enter Murray's corner. Thankfully, do it before we get to Hell Corner. Then we're gonna have to negotiate me, that's me all the way down, I believe, in 8th or 19th. My McLaren just not having a good race week. Two Rogue Energy Beard Struggle cars next to each other here. My McLaren's at least gonna pick a line once we get out of the turn. Jeff is gonna have to pit. That is making everything seem all of a sudden more attainable. We have Squid's GTD here, holding me up, slowing me up for his LMP2 counterpart. I'm gonna be able just to coast by, oh boy. As Caleb also has to pit. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, I'm not gonna be in a spot to get into P4, but especially like that, it is gonna make things interesting. Caleb still in the box, just now leaving. I cross the line. I have a slow moving GTD in front of me. I pick up a little aero damage. I think it's gonna be workable. Doing just enough to hamper my race. Jordan is GTD in 15th in the way as we get ready to enter the S's. This is not where you want to be. As Lucas's LMP2, he picks up some damage. Jordan thankfully picks a line, lets me by. And that's the biggest thing with these LMP2s, especially on this track. You really could see a lot of altered races because of cars picking up damage in the lap traffic. As we see Caleb's GTD. He picks a lane, gets out of our way. Possibly much to the chagrin of his LMP2 counterpart. Only 5.5 seconds ahead. It is officially Daytona 500 day, yes. I don't know how long it's officially been that, but Here's some GTDs. Ash is holding up Caleb for me. Ash down to 13th, down to P3 in terms of GTD land, and this is the first time I have had to negotiate her, and she lets me by easily after even doing me a favor and holding up Caleb. Hopefully she didn't pick up any damage for her troubles. Jeff is gonna pit. Jeff did pick up some damage, which could be possibly worrisome for Ash or anybody. I'm guessing pit. I am gonna be in the highest spot I have been all day. With an hour and 4 remaining, I'm gonna jump into P4. We are still chasing down Caleb. I'll hold a podium spot briefly. As Pat's gonna pit with 31 fuel. He's either got tire issues or damage as well. Our gap to the leader now, once again, under a minute. We have the Peugeot of Jeff hot on our tail as we enter the chase. So we're just not able to reel in Caleb. That McLaren VGT is just such a fast car here at this track. Like, we keep getting close. As we see Rexy, we're coming up to her. As Ash with 6% fuel gonna pit. This car, dude. As I think we'll pit now. As Rexy all the way up to P11. All the way up P1 in class. I gotta find a way by her. Right. As we approach the halfway mark of this race. Oh, I didn't, no one told me that. We could stay on hards for another lap, another stint. Caleb does pit in front of us, making this interesting. I mean, we're not going to be able to catch him. Unless he has... I mean, he might have damage from Rexy. We have a lot less fuel. As Ash, yeah, she's now all the way back to top of class. It'll force me a little low, but nothing too serious there. We are now under the halfway mark. We'll probably go, if I can, at least 3 more laps on these tires. Pat having to pit it with damage. Squid back to P1. Squid also holding fastest lap. As we approach what appears to be Evo's car once more. And it is. This poor little Subaru all the way back alone in P20. Evo's LMP2, I believe, is in P10. As it's just some aero damage. But come on. Dr. Jordo behind us having to pit. Little squid ahead of us. We now see Pat's GTD Corvette here in 19th. As Luke is pitting at 14%. So I don't know if that's damage or if that's just... Would slowed Caleb up for just a moment. Jordan in 16th in terms of GTDs is going to slow Caleb up. And we are going to be able to slide past with some help from our friend. And 24 seconds away from P3. I mean, I don't know why. Yep, it's definitely time. It is definitely getting to be time. As Caleb... And then Jordan, just to make things worse. Our tires cause us to go off track. And then as we come back on, Caleb not even braking as he enters the S's. You know what? Fuck you. No, Caleb fucking punted me. Caleb tried killing me. I'm staying out. I'm staying out one more lap. Fuck you, Caleb. Caleb tried to murder me. Going into the S's. He'll get his spot back. Oh, I probably am. What's even worse about the whole thing is it did cause me 5-second penalty when he ran into me. Because he pushed me into the wall. Then I got hit by Jordan's GTD as he came through too. Yeah, Caleb thought I was a fucking kangaroo or some shit. As we are past the 50-minute to go mark. Who do I have right behind me? That GTD. Oh, I shouldn't have been, with this much damage, I shouldn't be going back and looking at shit. Yeah, I did. As Caleb yeah, there he is. He did get past me finally. Yeah, who knew? As 8 seconds worth of total damage. As Ash is gonna get past me too. Lucas is a minute 33 behind me. As Evo, oh hi Ash, Jesus Christ. I'm on faster tires. Evo, by the way, important to note, is no longer P20. Stop the race now. Oh, god damn it, Jeff. Jeff did just enough to shy over and do a little bit of aero damage to me. Stop the race now. Evo is P20. There's P17. Jeff's LMP2 gonna pit. My McLaren up in front of me. Sitting in P16. A little nudge, a little love tap. We'll have to remember lap 33. Squid's LMP2 sitting a minute 31 ahead of me. At second, Jeff third, Caleb fourth, myself fifth, Ash sixth, Lucas seventh, Dr. Jordo, she's eighth, leaving most likely Jordan and then Evo 9-10. I'd like to have a little bit something to say about that. Finishing order, at least for Caleb, after his just malicious attempt, as we are finally, for the first time, about to lap an LMP2. And it is Jordan. Oh my god, stop the presses. Evo's not DFL in either class. Jordan is currently P10 here in LMP2s. We are dangerously close to lapping him. We're gonna let him give us a tow up to Caleb. Oh no, this is deadly. That's dangerous. I didn't see Caleb's GTD right there. We're able to get Caleb's gap down to 4-3 though, so it'll go back up a little bit, especially now that we're entering Solomon Park. We have more lap traffic that's gonna slow him down. Nah, not really. Looks like Lucas's car. That's Ash's car up there. She's down here a bit because of probably pit stops. Yeah, she's just in 12th. Ash, you did a good thing for me, holding up. Caleb, I will be able to, after Hell Corner. Should be able to get by him. Ash's LMP2 does go to pit. I am going to slide by Caleb. As we see Evo's LMP2 now in front of me. Evo open P9. With just over 41 minutes to go. Evo goes slide out of the way. Let me continue my race. See if we can at least get one more lap out of these softs. 1 to 2 more laps out of these softs. Not that I think he'll help us catch Jeff. Just set us up in good position. The rest of this race. Golf to come after this. For those of you who want to stick around for the extra 30 minutes of that. I mean, it'll be well after 1 o'clock by then. Lucas will pit down in 7th. We once again see Evo. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to pit here. Caleb 9 seconds behind us. Our tires are screaming. Get by Evo. Switch on to mediums for a bit. Same tire that everybody else runs. Caleb will get past us. It's gonna be a better question of where is Ash gonna be? I mean, I'll be on fresher tires. Caleb 21 seconds ahead. As it's possible, looking at the lap time or the interval to the lead, we may have finally been lapped. Again. As we once again see Evo, who is all the way back into P20 as GTD, P10 in the class. As Squid, we may, no, we didn't just unlap ourselves. He's behind us. So, we will decrease that interval a little bit, as does Pat Pitt. They're together. They have a good race going. For P1, everyone else is just kind of existing. You see Squid. We can at least get him by him before the S's we can. We have Evo's LMP2. Evo's LMP2 now back into P10. As we see my McLaren. I just got stuck in the worst possible spot. And like just in the fucking world. Holy shit. I was able to come away with that. Come out of there with no damages. Caleb is gonna pit on 1% fuel. But we may have actually did something pretty good. We now have the Lest Oil machine in front of us, along with Jordan. P8, P9. Jeff there, Jesus Christ. A lot of negotiating as I jump into P4. Gap to the lead, 1:16. Gap to Jeff, 40 seconds. Gap to Caleb behind me, 27. Wall a little nudged. Thankfully, no damage comes of it. I'm kind of lucky there. We approach the final half hour. Caleb, is GTD gonna squeeze us off as we get ready to enter the S's? I'm gonna protect Jeff a little bit and help himself out behind me. That's why I was so eager to get by him. As we now come to the line, under a half hour to go. 38 seconds behind Jeff for P3. A minute behind the leader, minute 4 to be exact, behind the leader. Ash once again down into 13th. P3 for her class. On up to her at a bad time. As Jeff is gonna pit on 1% fuel. Oh boy. I think we stay out. Get by Lucas. I mean, we know we have minimal chance. It would take a miracle. And I mean an absolute miracle. I was already by Lucas when I saw that. Slide by Evo. See Rexy, who I assume is 11th, and we do end up running into the back of her unintentionally. Now, there you go. We did just send Rexy into pit road. That one wasn't even intentional. 25 to go here. Yeah, Evo not having a good race weekend. How did he do it? What is happening? Squid's doing it again. Squid is holding up slow traffic in front of keeping Lucas away from Ash's LMP2. Oh my god, he's done it again. Squid's GTD is good at just slowing everybody down. Pat now in 18, we're gonna fly by him. Oh my god. Go and get by Jordan without too much harm. We're gonna stay out one last lap. As Squid has opened up a huge lead, by the way. I am gonna do golf after. Just because that will be quick. Bye-bye, Jeff. I think for now... at 10% fuel. %. Yeah, Squid has opened a huge lead in the LMP2, so it looks like he is going to be your winner. I'm going to go back on the mediums again. We're going to make the stint be a little weird. Yeah, I've noticed that. And part of me wants to believe some of it's not just him anymore. Some of it is Khan and TKO. They on mediums. If maybe with 20 minutes, just under 21 minutes to go. Get lucky with a couple pit stops. We're able to find our way into lucking in to winning here at Bathurst. Mania tickets are As yeah, we're now back to a minute 40 behind, so it would take something a miracle. Can't even say something short of a miracle. Right. If it was close, I'd consider it. I am sorry to hear about that, by the way, Ash. I did see that yesterday. 19 minutes to go here from Bathurst. 19 agonizing minutes. We, after starting P10, after at one point being lapped, find ourselves sitting in P4, hoping for a little bit of luck. Eight seconds off a podium spot, knowing everyone's gonna have to pit at least one more time. Right now, between us and that podium spot, Jeff's GTD. Right. As Pat is going to have to pit. I mean, we're so far away from that being a factor for us. Pat doesn't take full fuel, meaning he won't need to. Meaning when we pit, we won't need to either. I'm probably going to try and pit early to kind of get on some fast tires. As yeah, I think Squid a minute and change ahead, minute 20 ahead is just too far out of reach. Caleb having to pit with 4% fuel. Squid having to pit with 6%. As we do have some damage now. That is going to make things a little more interesting. our pit strategy. $15 to go. Well, the lead is now under a minute. With 14 minutes to go. Obviously, I'm gonna have to pit. As Evo, this is a terrible time to see that Subaru, man. What a wonderful time to see Ash. Holding up Jeff for me. Ash still sitting in 13th. Didn't quite know where she was gonna go, but right. Entering Murray's corner side by side with Jeff, and he hits the curb, hits me. Oh no, this is gonna be making things even more interesting. I'm gonna get by him. Going into hell corner, he's gonna get back by me. We're racing good, and I will be able to get by. I was side by side right there. I didn't even have a chance to get by Lucas. The damage I took from Jeff's car. Yeah. I mean, it was all clean. It was all clean. Probably gonna cause us both to pit, which I'm actually gonna be entering, going into pit right when I wanted to. This guy not have any issues between now and then, as we have Evo's LMP2 in my way, along with Squid's GTD in 19th in my way. Here's to me expecting Jeff to come down pit road too. He does. As we hit 10 minutes to go, I will be on soft tires. I'm gonna have to limp them around. I get refueled before Jeff. I get my repairs done before Jeff. I get out on track before Jeff. I am on some fast tires, and hopefully Ash is in 12th. Unfortunately, a full minute and 7 seconds behind Pat. Minute 9 behind Squid. These soft compound tires should give me a chance. So we're gonna need some luck. Something to happen up ahead. And we need to put good down just good clean laps. That's definitely not what we need. Even more what we not need is Squid's GTD in 19th or 18th. That is just crawling. And then going to the middle of the track. Under 8 to go. Actually, out to be under 7 to go. Ooh. I got a little scary. Down to a minute 6. I just don't think I have enough time. Under 6 to go. Gordon has to pit in front of me, making my life a little easier. Under 5 to go. Gap to the lead is a minute. Fortunately, we only have like 2 laps left. As something happens, Pat's able to get by Squid. Late pass. You make up 56 minutes and yeah, I can't even make 56 seconds up. That has passed Squid. Under 4 to go. 54 seconds of the lead. 53, 52. Like I said, I think the only way it's going to happen, though, especially as we're hitting lap traffic, as the sun sets here at Bathurst. It is very late. We're under 3 minutes to go. I would need something to happen that would require both of those two to pit. Oh, Jesus God. My McLaren almost killed me. Yep. That's true. Looks like we'll have to be content with P3, which for this car here at Bathurst is pretty damn good. Ash, I hope to God her LMP2 is far enough clear of Lucas that she will be able to hold on to 6th. Yeah, I just said fuck you to myself. I said, saw myself in the mirror. Fuck me. Yeah, Ash is well clear of Lucas. Problem is I mean, she's gonna hold me up. Not that it's gonna matter here on the what should be the final lap. Her LMP2, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, and the soft tires are also shredded. Especially the front tires. Under a minute. Caleb's in my way. GTDs. Now sub 30 seconds. Enter the S's for the final time. As, oh my, Pat does have to pit. Ash loses it and slides. As Squid, that is gonna give Squid the win. I don't know why I'm even racing Ash. Like, that is gonna give Squid the win. as we go to checkered. Yeah, I just gotta limp this thing home for a P3 finish. Too little, too late. Two hours and 30 some minutes, 36, 37, 37 seconds later, Bathurst is over. We have a phenomenal drive. I want to once again remind everybody, I started P10. I qualified P10. I at one point was lapped by Squid, who will again take lead, or take the win, and take all but 1 point here from Bathurst. The only point Squid doesn't take home is the pole position spot. As Ash is going to finish third in GTDs. We'll have to do some point calculation. I got to get up and pee. We will do results here in a moment. Well, that is true. Nobody actually really did anything to sabotage me tonight. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know if you just had pit strategy issues or damage or what happened there. As we will now get into getting results set up or typed out real quick. Wait, no, LMP2s or GTDs. Ash will get P3. So that'll net her 16 points. And then a 17th for the pole position point. Caleb will finish 4th for 12. Jeff 5th for 10. Myself 6th. 8. Wid 7th for 6 points. Burden 4 points. 9. Pat. Oh Jesus, I'm fucking stupid. Caleb gets 14. Jeff gets 12. I get 10. Wid gets 8. Gordo gets 6. Pat gets 4 points. And 10th place, Evo. Who Evo started P2 behind Ash. Throws anchor. And finishes P10 for 2 points. Now, for LMP2s. Pick up the way. Squid will get 20 points. He'll get 21, I believe, with the fastest lap. Yes. At 18 points. Myself 16 points. Jeff finishing 4th. $14 points. Caleb 5th with 12 points. His best finish in any GT series race, I believe. And 6th will be Ash. She did advance position. Give her that. Advanced a couple spots up to 6th. She will get 10 points. 7th will be Lucas. It's 8. 8th will be Gordo. She will get 6 points. 9th will be Jordan. Gets 4 points. And then finishing last in LMP2 will be Evo with 2 points. I'm not going to calculate those tonight. And then after 2 hours of that and however many miles, 212. There my save button again. I don't even want to go through the replay right now. We'll just save the replay. You demand what? The replay or the point tabulation? I mean, I can do it. It's not that big of a deal. I just we aren't gonna. We can total points up from both races. It won't be. The well, I have it open already, so what time is it? 1:20. Oh fuck, no, we're not doing points. I want to get golf done so I could be in bed before 2. I was gonna do points, but no, I want to get golf done so I can go to bed. But I will have a graphic out for that probably Monday or Tuesday. That's Bathurst, and probably the last time we'll see Bathurst on anything on this channel. Just because I can't stand this track. So most likely the last time we see Bathurst anywhere, whether it be here on Gran Turismo 7 and stuff like this, or even the iRacing series, the Chat Endurance series on iRacing. Probably just done with Bathurst forever. I fucking hate this track. I fucking hate it. The next time out will be May 17. May 16th. May 16th ish for the Nürburgring 24. 2 hours of the green hell. Till GT8 in 2020. Yeah, I just don't know. I can't fucking stand this track. So we will see you here in Gran Turismo 7 March 16th, or not March, May 16th, a little bit beforehand, sometime that week, leading up for qualifying for both classes. But 2 months away.